Crafty friends, happy Sunday. It's October 15th, the 15th day of Vlogtober, and we're here to open some tiny presents. Yesterday was a good day. Adam and I spent the day relaxing and having some good quality time together for his birthday, so that was really nice. We went to breakfast with my brother, and then we spent the entire day binging the newest season of Demon Slayer on Netflix. So it's like the Swordsmith's Village arc or something. I noticed the other day was available now on Netflix. So we watched all of that was available. It was pretty good. And then we went to dinner and yeah, so it was a really good evening. We finished off the evening with a trip to the local burger and ice cream shop, and we had banana splits, and yeah, so it was nice. It was nice, and he enjoyed his birthday, so that was the important thing. And unfortunately, we didn't get to watch the eclipse at all. We didn't get to see the eclipse because not only was it happening while we were at breakfast, but it was cloudy and overcast all day long. And it rained a good portion of the day. You couldn't even see the sun, let alone that it was doing anything. And then Adam had already found out on before yesterday that because we're on the East Coast, we were only going to get to see a tiny sliver of it anyway. But we didn't even get to see that. So I was really jealous because friends and folks that I follow on Instagram who are farther out west, they were posting pictures of the weird shadows on the ground during the eclipse, so that was fun. But I was jealous because we didn't get to see any of that. But we didn't spend any money on eclipse classes, so there's that, I guess. But yeah, so it is what it is. If you got to see the eclipse, I hope you enjoyed it. I wish we had gotten to see it, but it just wasn't meant for us yesterday, apparently. So, having said that, let's open a tiny present. So we're getting into the Asylum Fibers. There's cat hair everywhere. We're getting into the Asylum Fibers. And I had forgotten, y'all, that I ordered, what is the dyer? It's got a super cute name. It's like Woodland Forest something or other. I can't remember what the dyer is. Once the stuff gets here, I will be able to tell you. But I forgot that I ordered a like a 12-day Asvent from this dyer. They have fantastic, bright, awesome, like ombre and variegated colorways. Super, super cool, really interesting colorways. And they name everything after asses. It's kind of funny. So that is in the mail, coming to me, will be here any day now. And that will be, I guess I'll start opening it as soon as it gets here, because I think it's meant to open the second half of October. And after today, we're in the second half of October. So so yeah, it should be here soon. So then I'll have even more yarn to open every day for you. So, which is good because this one ends on the 24th. So that one will continue on, and we'll have the clue box, and it'll be fun. So let's see what Asylum Fibers has for us today. Ooh, I see some orange in there. We got like a flamingo-y thing happening here. Ooh, that's pretty. It's like a deep red orange. Interesting. Interesting. So Jazz said that this is shaping up to be totally like her type of colors and her colorway, which I think is funny. So, and just to be clear, Jazz, it's not that I don't like this set. It's just that it's not coming out the way I expected it to. But this is interesting. It's taking turns that are very unexpected. And see, that's very like tropical vibes, like tropical flamingo vibes there. And this one is leading into that as well. So like the whole set is just not what I expected. Yeah. So, I mean, there's nothing wrong with it. It's a fantastic set. Though I will keep it in mind that these are totally your colors. If I decide that I need to destash this, I'll keep you in mind, Jazz. Just FYI. I will keep that in mind. Oops. Okay. And now the clue. The clue. We have a big one today, and I think this is where the good smell has been coming from in the package, because the whole box has a nice smell to it, a nice scent to it, and I think this is where it's coming from. I realized, I was looking at Instagram, and I think DNA Craft Geek, Craft DNA Geek Crafts, one way or the other, posted a clue score sheet, and it suddenly jogged my memory that the way you figure out all of the things in Clue is, as things appear, you mark them off, and then whatever, by process of elimination, you figure out who the killer is and the implement and the place. So maybe that's how the box is working. So what I've gone and done is I've gone through, I just downloaded this off of the Hasbro website, and printed it on my my thermal label printer. I've marked off the things that we have seen so far. I circled the wrench because the wrench happened on October 8th, which is supposedly the weapon. It's the day of the weapon, according to the email that was sent out by Cesium Yarn. Today is supposed to be the place, I think, according to Cesium Yarn. So I don't know if this is actually a process of elimination situation. Situation. Or if we're just meant to take the things that show up on those specific days. So I guess we'll find out. So I circled the wrench to remind myself that that was the one that happened on the day that said weapon. So we're gonna open up this package. We're gonna see what we have here. It's kind of heavy. It's square. It's very solid. Ooh, I see some yarn. That's pretty. Ooh. Look at that. That's very nice. I like the rust and the orange kind of coming in there with the light blue. That's really pretty. Ooh. Okay. So this is the library. Why is J. Edgar Hoover on your phone? So that is the color that goes with the library, which is really nice. So I'm going to mark off the library, but also circle it because today is supposed to be our wear day. And then the big square thing that was in here is Stitchery & Co. handcrafted sock soap, scented with essential and fragrance oils, and it's called the Library, and it smells really nice. Olive oil, coconut oil, water, avocado oil, sodium hydroxide, castor oil, lanolin, fragrance, sodium lactate. Made in Irvine, California. To use as a sock soap or wool wash for all woolens, generously lather soap under cool running water while filling sink or washing machine. Soak for at least 15 minutes without agitation. Gently squeeze excess water from garments, and if desired, lightly rinse. Okay. Made by hand in small batches with highest quality oils. So this is for washing your woolens. So I imagine you could use this if you're washing and blocking something that you've just finished knitting or crocheting, or you could use this for to wash your socks, your knitted socks when they need to be washed. So yeah, nice. I like that because it smells really nice. I have a few liquid soaps. I can't remember the Soak. Soak is the company. I have a few different scents of liquid soap from Soak that you can use to wash and block your woolens, your hand knits, and that sort of thing. And the scent is not always the best, even though, like, when you smell it as a liquid soap, it smells fine. When you wash your woolens, it sometimes smells funky. Probably because sheep just smell funny. But but this has a really nice scent. I think that would be nice for, especially for washing socks that you're wearing frequently. So that's very nice. It's a very nice gift. So I think that's it for today. So I've marked off the library here. So I guess we'll see over the next couple of days what happens. I mean, we still have 16 more packages. So how many of these do we still have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. We only have 9 things. So, I don't know. I'm still not 100% how this works. Anyway, I hope you're having the best Sunday that's available to you. I will see you again. I'll actually see y'all. Well, I won't see you. But I'll be posting in the morning tomorrow instead of afternoon, because I'll actually have to get up for work instead of sleeping in half the day. But I hope you're having the best everything and getting yourself ready and prepared for the week. And I will see y'all again soon. Bye. Good morning, crafty friends. Happy Monday. It's day 16 of Vlogtober, October 16th, and we're here to open some tiny presents. I had hoped to do this earlier this morning. Are y'all like that? Some days are just like that, right? Where the day just gets away from you. So I actually got up early because my mind was already kind of awake and running when Adam got up this morning. He's working day shift this week, so he got up earlier than I did, certainly earlier than I needed to, since I'm working from home today. And so I've been up for quite a while. I was like, I'm going to go ahead and get up, get ready, get downstairs, start doing some stuff, because I got a lot of things that I want to get done today, work-wise and outside of work. And so I was like, I'm going to be so productive. It's going to be so awesome. And I came downstairs and I realized that one of the things I've not been doing very well is making sure that I have breakfast before I get too involved in things. Because if I don't have breakfast before I get too involved in things, then it turns into lunchtime and I still haven't eaten. So I got breakfast made. I made some toast with some whipped ricotta and fig preserves. It was delicious. It was wonderful since I'm working from home and I had the spoons for it. I made a tasty breakfast. So I had that, made coffee, emptied the dishwasher, refilled the dishwasher. Like, I'm doing all kinds of productive stuff. And then people at work decided to start trying me. Like, I put things on my calendar for a reason. If I have something blocked off on my calendar, there's a reason for it. But people are sending me meeting requests when I obviously have other things on my calendar. And I'm like, seriously? And then just like peppering me with messages first thing in the morning. And I'm like, y'all, come on. It's Monday. Calm down. Like, at least the first half of the day should be about like easing into the work week and getting some things done quietly on our own. Why? So I don't know why this Monday everybody is just like blah, 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 but that's how it is. And especially the meeting invite that I got, I'm pretty sure we don't need to have a meeting. I'm pretty sure it could have been an email or a Teams message, but for some reason we're having a meeting and it has to happen tomorrow, even though tomorrow is literally my busiest day for this week. Because I have meetings starting at 9:30 in the morning. That meeting usually runs long. Then I have reports that I have to do at some point between that meeting and the meeting that's scheduled for noon. I don't know what kind of psychopath schedules a meeting for noon. Aren't we all eating lunch at noon? Like, anyway, so I have a meeting at noon tomorrow, which means I either have to have lunch at 11 or I have to have lunch at 1. I'm not happy. And, and I have to get these reports done because I have to turn them over to somebody else who has to check them so that then I can send them on to the person who actually needs the reports. It's like this whole thing. It's complete BS. Anyway, it's completely inefficient, but it is the way that I have to do it. And anyway, so, I barely had time to do any of that to begin with, and this person wanted to schedule a meeting in the middle of the time that I have blocked on my calendar to do those reports. Anyway, so, so now it's 10 o'clock and I'm just now getting to my video when I should have been able to do it early. But I'm not salty. I'm not salty at all. Anyway, so yeah, Monday is Mondaying, as I like to say. It is definitely being a Monday. So anyway, in addition to opening the tiny presents, I wanted to let y'all know about another dyer that I have been purchasing from, who just put out listings for Advents and Hanukkah countdown boxes yesterday. So So Royal, SEW Royal, is a dyer that I have come to know through Twitch. They follow Jazz. as well as I believe also Zach Z-Man Crafts and myself. I think they follow me as well. But they are a yarn dyer. They do these awesome colorways. So this is a rainbow mini set that I bought. I actually got two sets of them. I'm not sure what I'm going to do with them because when do I ever know when I'm buying yarn? But I thought the colors were so awesome. So Royal. And if I can remember, I'll put the link in the description here. But So Royal, because I don't think... Okay, here's the website. I'll do this instead of... Hopefully you can see that. It doesn't want to focus. Okay, www.sewroyal.co, and that's SEW Royal ROYAL.co.co. It's not the greatest because my camera does not want to focus. Is that any better? Anyway, So Royal. But she has advents available, both 12 and 24 day mini skein sets for the month of December, or if you're a Hanukkah celebrant, if Hanukkah is your holiday, there are Hanukkah countdown boxes as well, which I believe are 8 skeins. I was responsible-ish, and I just got I got the 24 I got the 24 skein countdown rather than both that and the Hanukkah countdown. I decided that I probably didn't need the Hanukkah countdown since I'm not actually Jewish, though I do love to support a Hanukkah anything or anything that celebrates Jewish culture. But yeah, I wanted to let y'all know about those because they are very limited, and I just found out about them yesterday. I've already got mine. So if you're looking for some kind of countdown for December, if you haven't gotten one and you were hoping that you might get one this year, that is an option for you. So go check out So Royal on her website and get yourself an advent before they are gone, because the quantities were quite limited. Jazz and I both already got ours, so okay, so let us get into the things. Hi Momo, what you doing, little one? She's so cute. She's standing up on the edge of the box down here. What you doing? What you doing? She has not been at all settled today. She doesn't want to settle. She probably wants a lap is probably what she wants. And I can't do that because I have too many things to do. So let's open up the Asylum Fibers and see how that is looking. Oops. Orange. Yeah, I kind of figured that's where we're going. After yesterday, I figured we're moving to orange. So let's look at this one. Ooh, I like it. I like that. I like that a lot. So we've got this beautiful kind of neon orangey, yellow orange, but we've got those bright red orange speckles and tones throughout. That's really nice. I like that a lot. So pretty. It's some peachy color in there too. It's hard to see on the camera. I like it. I like it. I like it. This is reading to me almost like, so we've got like green grass and like sort of misty skies turning into blue skies, maybe some rain that is pinking up as the sun rises, and then we've got like the full-on sun here. That's kind of that's how I'm reading that. I think it looks pretty cool. It looks pretty cool. So my hair does not want to stay tucked behind my ear. Okie dokie. And now, let's see. Let me get out my clue board. I still don't know if I'm doing this right. I feel clueless when it comes to the clue stuff. So here is day 16. Ooh. It's a pretty light blue. And this is this Mrs. White? Nope, it's the cook. It's Mrs. Ho. It's the cook. Now the cook is not on the list of who's, so so I can't cross her off, but there we go. Okay, I don't know why I decided that I would put all that away while I'm on camera, but that's fine. So, Mrs. Who, the cook. I like that color a lot. So, okay. Well, I think that's it for today. Tomorrow's video is going to be later in the evening because I'll have to do it after work. I'm not planning on filming that ahead. So, hope you're having the best Monday as available to you. I hope Monday is not being too Monday to you. I'm hoping my Monday is going to calm down. And I will see you all again soon. Bye. Hello, crafty friends. Happy Wednesday. It's day 18 of Vlogtober. I missed Tuesday. Sorry about that. My days are kind of messed up, but also I was so exhausted yesterday. So my teleworking schedule, my work schedule has switched a little bit. I think I've talked about this before, but I'm now teleworking Mondays and Fridays instead of Thursdays and Fridays. It's kind of messing with my sense of time. Usually Wednesday feels a little bit like a Friday because usually Wednesday is my last day in the office. But now Thursday is my last day in the office. I feel discombobulated. And yesterday was my first day in the office for the week. And so the exhaustion that I usually feel on Mondays, I felt yesterday. And I came home and I basically just like vegged in the chair. I did some knitting, but that was pretty much it. Like I threw dinner in the oven and just could barely stay awake until time to go to bed. So, went to bed fairly early. Unfortunately, that didn't make me feel any more rested today. So anyway, I should be doing a sleep study pretty soon. I guess I'll be hearing from the doctor's office soon. They're supposed to let me know if they got the testing pre-approved or approved with my health insurance. Because theoretically I'm supposed to go on Monday and pick up the ring that I'm going to use to record my sleep so that they can do the initial sleep study. So yeah. So anyway, maybe we'll find out what's going on. I had been sleeping better through the night a few days last week, but the last couple of days, my computer's making noise. The last couple of days, I've not been sleeping real great. Waking up multiple times, not feeling rested. So, and I don't know. Anyway, here we are. So we're going to open extra presents, and we have even extra presents, because I got my ass vent. This box is shiny. So this is from a dyer called Whimsical Wood. Whimsical Wood Yarns, Whimsical Wood Dyes, Whimsical Wood something. But yeah, so this is the ass vent. I'm very excited to open this up. And according to Jazz's math, we can start opening it up today because there are 13 minis and a full skein, which makes 14 total packages to open, which means that starting on the 18th, I can open one. And today is the 18th. So, I'm going to open this one last because I've been opening the others in a particular order. So I'm going to do all of the openings I have still to do for Asylum Fibers and for Cesium Yarns, and then we'll do the ass vent. I'm excited. Very, very excited. So let's get into it because I need to get ready for knit night. I will say, since I'm chatting, I finished a book and started a new book. So I was reading, and when I say reading, just so y'all know, most of y'all probably already know this, but when I say reading, what I mean is I'm listening to an audiobook. I'm not really capable of reading a physical book from start to finish anymore. I don't have the attention span. It takes me too long. I lose all of the details along the way. And now that I've learned that I can listen to audiobooks at like 1.5 speed, I just zip right through them. I devour them like candy. It's fantastic. So anyway, I finished Future Home of the Living God by Louise Erdrich. And it was good. I really enjoyed it. She narrated it herself. I really, really enjoyed it. The ending was not, I wouldn't say it was unsatisfying. I was hoping for a certain kind of ending. Like, there are a lot of like highly acclaimed authors who really don't like to give you a definitive ending, and or don't like to give you an ending that's a feel good ending, if you know what I mean. So this is not a light fluffy read by any means. It does not have a light fluffy ending. So I was a little bit disappointed is the wrong word too, because it's not like the book left me feeling disappointed. I just wanted the ending to be happier. But from my experience with Louise Erdrich and authors similar to her, that's just not what you get, and it's fine. The book is worth reading or listening to. I wanted it to be less depressing. Just not a failing of the book. Just that's not what I wanted at that time. And so when I finished that, I started listening to Firekeeper's Daughter. The author's name is it's Angeline something. The author's name is escaping me right now. And it's interesting. It's not quite what I expected. I thought it was going to be a little bit more magical than it is. I think I must have misunderstood the the gist of the book. I probably got it conflated with other books that had been suggested around the same time. It is definitely an Indigenous story, and that was kind of my purpose, because it's October. I forget whether October or November is technically Indigenous History Month. Regardless, October is when we usually do marathon for MMIWG2S. So for me, it's an Indigenous feeling month. It's a month that I like to focus on Indigenous things. So I'm focusing on Indigenous authors right now, at least for the next two books. So I can expand my reading, like the points of view and different authors and stuff that I've been listening to. So the book is definitely interesting. There was this entire scene at a powwow, and it was like, to put into words how that made me feel is really difficult, because from the time I was like 11 until I was 18 or so, my mother and I were very heavily involved in a local Indigenous group, an intertribal Indigenous group here in our area. And we were not only, basically brought into this like multi-nation family, essentially. We were accepted as Indigenous ourselves. We were taught a lot of traditions. We not only started going to powwows and making our regalia and dancing in the circle, but we actually started working with other folks to put on powwows. So it's a very significant part of my personal history. So to hear an Indigenous author describe a powwow and know that that was the exact experience that I had during those years, it hits a really particular place for me, and I don't know how to put that in words. But it was very special to me, because that's exactly all the things that I remember when I was growing up. Anyway, it makes me very emotional. So, all that being said, I'm enjoying the book so far. It's not quite what I wanted or what I thought I was getting, which is not to say that it's not good. I thought I was getting a much more magical fantasy-ish Indigenous book, and it's really more of a real life, at the moment it seems like a real life sort of investigative crime novel with a lot of Indigenous culture brought into it. And I love the way that the culture is brought into it. I love the character herself. She's half Anishinaabe, and half white. And so she has an interesting perspective, because part of her family is very white and part of her family is very Indigenous, and she doesn't quite fit. She fits in both worlds, but doesn't fit in both worlds. And it's an experience that I can kind of identify with on some level. So it's really, really interesting. But anyway, let's get into the packaging, because I need to get some food before midnight. So I gotta get this done so we can do that. Oh my gosh, look at that orange. Much orange. Such wow. Okay. So this is like a dreamsicle type of orange. Look at this. Look at that. It's very, very pretty. So we're definitely way into the neons now. I wonder how much the this group is going to look like the neon box that I'm getting for December. I'm curious. I wouldn't think that she would just like copy all the colors, but look at that. They're so bright. They're so bright. I love it. Okay. So that was yesterday's color. And then today's color. Okay, so now we're moving into like the yellowy, peachy kind of color. Pardon my sniffles. My nose has been runny for ages. Ooh, this is pretty. It's kind of like tangerine. Sort of peachy tangerine. Very bright. I like it a lot. I like it, like it, like it. There is a full skein that goes with this. I'm curious if it's going to be like a contrasting or a coordinating / contrasting color to like, so that I could do, so that I could do the box. The Aspen box is right here, and I just bumped my elbow. So that I could, you know, if it's a contrasting or coordinating color that could be a main color in a design, that would be really fun. So I'm curious. I'm curious to see. So we got one more week of these, and then I'm going to save the full skein until Halloween. So we'll open the full skein on Halloween. I think all of these have a full skein to be opened on Halloween. So that will be fun. Now let's look at the Clue box from Cesium Fiber. So we got day 17 and 18. This one is a thin one, so this must be another stitch marker. I don't know if you'll be able to see anything. Mostly the card. Yeah, it's a stitch marker. Ooh, it's the revolver. Yeah, oop, that's the back side. Show you the front side. There we go. It's so little. Okay, I am directionally challenged. I cannot get that in front of the camera. You get it. It's a revolver. So there is the card. The revolver. Let me mark off the revolver and see if X on the revolver. And then now we've got 18. Ooh, look at that. Is that Mr. Green? It would seem like it should be Mr. Green. Let's see. Shark fin soup, the dining room. Okay, so it's not Mr. Green, it's the dining room. This is a gorgeous color, though. Look at that. Look at it. Look at it. It's so pretty. I love that. I love it so much. Okay. Ouch. Pff. So that was the dining room. So that just leaves the conservatory and the lounge as far as the things we have not checked off yet. We have Mr. Green, Mr. Mustard, Colonel Mustard, Orchid? I don't think that was in the movie. Dagger, lead pipe, and rope, conservatory, and lounge. So we'll see how that all works out. And I'm gonna take the revolver and attach it to Hello Kitty. Loki has come to let me know that he would like some attention. He would like one attentions, please. It doesn't have to be a size large. It can be any size that I have available. So anyway. So there is the stitch marker, just so I don't lose it. Now, let's open up an Aspen. What have I done with my... There it is. I need my box cutter. Ooh, there's snacks in here. So, here's what it looks like. Oh, there's all kinds of little boxes. Some of them have accidentally opened. Let me, and there's like little goodies in here too. Let's see what the goodies are. So there's like some stickers. You disgust me. And like a death's head flower kind of situation there. There's some stitch stoppers, haunted house stitch stoppers. Super cute. We've got the Fiber of Being, Kim Simpson designer, designing fine crochet, one stitch at a time, and stitch markers too. Ooh, this is a cool stitch marker. Look at this. It's like a raven. Can you see it? That's really cool. Handmade with love for you. Instagram Fiber of Being, Etsy shop the Fiber of Being, Ravelry store as well. So I'll hold that up for you so you can go look for that small business if you would like to see what else they might have. Okay, I'm gonna try to close up some of these boxes that have popped open. There's so many things in here. There's snacks. Oh, there's more stickers. But I'm just going to try to make sure that I don't see anything ahead of time. More stickers. And like a really cool moth. Katrinkles, glow-in-the-dark shawl stick. Oh, that's cool. That's super cool. I like Katrinkles. We've got something else that glows in the dark. I don't know if that's a... It's not numbered, so I guess I could open it now. Rice Krispie treats! I love me a Rice Krispie treat. Okay, we have the full skein. I did not expect there to be like so many little extras. Okay, give me just 1 second while I dig through here. Okay, so I've finished organizing it and getting out the last of the little things. So there's a couple more stickers. Skelligro Bone Regenerator. Though I just realized I think I know where that's from. I probably should have taken that out. Though that's probably not copyright or anything. But some Halloween themed fruit snacks. I love a fruit snack. Some Halloween themed washi tape. Halloween. And then this, which apparently glows in the dark. I think this might be more stitch markers. Yes. So a few more stitch markers. We have a little orange kitty head. We have a little blue bat. And we have some wooden ones, so that's like a Frankenstein. And a little mousey. And this one is little ghosties. What, Loki? Sweetheart, I'm busy. I'm busy, sweetie. Okay, so that's all the extras. And then there's 13 little boxes like this. And I love, look, they put dots at the bottom of the number so that you don't get your 6 and your 9 confused. That is smart. I love that. There's 13 boxes for the little minis. And then there is one full skein that will open on Halloween. So, day 1. Ooh, y'all. Y'all know how much I love purple. Oh, nice. And they're going to have color names inside the boxes. I love it. I love it so much. The witching ass. Ooh, look at that. Look at that. Oh my gosh. I like it so much. Look at how many different colors. So we got like a pinky lavender up here at one end, and then it gets darker at the other end. And we've got some like speckles and stuff in the middle. Oh my gosh. I love it so much. It's so awesome. Yay. Yay. Okay. So the witching ass. That's our first from the ass vent. I'm super excited about this one. It's gonna be so fun. Okay. So that is that is it for me today. The desk is a mess. I'm kind of glad you can't see the desk because it is wild now. I have stuff everywhere. So okay, so that is our first day of ass vent. On the 18th day of Vlogtober. This is going to be fun to keep up with. So hopefully I'll be able to film tomorrow after work. And, you know, as usual, I will do my best to keep up with the daily videos. Obviously, that's not going to happen every single day. But yeah, so hope you're having the best Wednesday that's available to you. And I'll see y'all again soon. Bye. Good morning, crafty friends. Happy Friday. It's October 20th. That means it's Vlogtober day 20. I apologize for missing yesterday. This week has been a week. Work has been really busy. It's been a little bit stressful. We're kind of in that place where, because we're doing some organizational reformation, let's say, there are definitely growing pains. And so there's some stress happening in a lot of different ways, most of which is just revolving around not knowing who is supposed to be doing what, where certain responsibilities fall, how certain processes are supposed to happen. For somebody like me who needs to understand how things are supposed to proceed and what steps I'm supposed to take and who I'm supposed to talk to, it's very frustrating for me to not have the answers. So that, in addition to just the fact that there's been a lot of meetings, and meetings mean that I have less time on my days in the office to get work done, which means that on my days, my teleworking days, I have to pack in my 2 teleworking days, I have to pack in all of the work I didn't get done in my 3 in-office days, in addition to all of the new work that I was assigned during those meetings during my in-office days. So it's fun. It's fun. And I'm just kind of like, I'm trying to just stay on top of things as much as possible, trying to not let myself stress out too awfully much, because we're getting ready to go into the holiday time, which means that some things should quiet down a bit. There will be a fair bit of time out of the office, thankfully. Like the second week of November, I get 2 days off. And then Thanksgiving happens, and I think I'm going to go ahead. I think I'm probably going to telework that Monday. And then I think I'm going to take the day and a half off that I would be working. I don't have a lot of leave left, but I think for my mental health, I need to take that time off. Also, Jazz is going to be in town. And I don't mind the one teleworking day because we can just kind of vibe and parallel play. You know, I'll work and Jazz will do crafty stuff or whatever. So the one day will be fine, but I think, you know, for my mental health and because Jazz will be here, I'll take that time off so we can spend time together, do whatever we're going to do. Probably work on a lot of Bird Box stuff. Because that's the other thing that's going on is we're getting real close to the end of the year, which means that a lot of things need to happen very soon. So it's just... yeah, I'm glad that I'm not the kind of person that does a ton of holiday stuff, like Christmassy specific stuff. Thanksgiving, I usually do more things as far as like making food. I cook more than I would normally cook, just because while I am definitely no longer on the Thanksgiving is a great holiday train for lots of different reasons, it's still it's a family oriented time of year for me. So it's a time that I like to spend with people that I care about, make food for the people that I care about. So I think going forward, I think probably what I and my family may start doing is having a Friendsgiving that is at a different time of the month. just to kind of still have that family special time, but separate it from the traditional Thanksgiving time that is less, has less good vibes for lots of reasons. I mean, especially with everything going on in the world right now, I'm not a fan of celebrating genocide, essentially. So, yeah. Anyway, not trying to get on too serious a topic. There's a lot going on. I'm sharing what I can in my stories on Instagram. I'm educating myself behind the scenes because education is important, self-education is important, action is important, all of those things. So, but I have the privilege to be able to decide how much energy I can devote to certain things. And I recognize that that is privilege. But I also have to take care of my own mental health. And with everything going on, I can't dive fully into it, for a lot of different reasons. So I'm doing what I can, taking action where I can, sharing what information I can, learning what I can. So, and that's what I can do, and I hope it's enough. So anyway, we're here for the tiny presents. Would you like to get into the tiny presents? So we have three different boxes we're opening now. Asylum Fibers, Cesium Yarns, and also A Whimsical Wood Yarn Co. So I realized I said Whimsical Wood, but it's A Whimsical Wood Yarn Co. So also, speaking of yarn, speaking of all things fiber, I discovered, I should say YouTube showed me a new to me channel. So Emma in the Moment is a new to me YouTube channel. And Emma also has Making in the Moment, Maker in the Moment. Emma has two channels. Emma in the Moment is where Emma breaks down fiber community related drama, which I am so here for. So it's very, it's not as gossipy as perhaps some people would like, but it takes these things that pop up, and Emma takes these things that pop up and does the research and dives deep and looks into the comments and looks into what's going on and where things have happened and breaks it all down and gives you a timeline and tells you exactly what has happened. So I fell down completely the rabbit hole yesterday, and I learned about this. What was the MYC yarns? So, and now I can't remember MCY. Magical creation yarns, mystical creation yarns. Anyway, there was, it all happened years ago, back in the days of LiveJournal. Which to see a YouTuber talk about LiveJournal in that context was just, it was super interesting to me. I am from the LiveJournal generation. I think I still have a LiveJournal out there somewhere. I'm pretty sure it's locked down. At some point, I had actually downloaded all of that as a PDF. I don't know if I've saved a file, so that theoretically I could go back and read all of these posts that I made. But anyway, yeah, talk about a throwback. So all of this happened between 2005 and 2012. And it was a very familiar to me kind of situation. So a yarn dyer that suddenly stopped, or that was very popular, suddenly stopped producing and providing what they were supposed to be providing to customers. Lots of issues with orders not being shipped ever, or the wrong items being shipped. It sounds very, very similar to the whole Lady Dye Yarns debacle, if any of y'all are familiar with that. So I'm curious to see what else Emma will cover. Emma is planning, there's only 5 videos currently, so I think the channel is relatively new. I think Emma's original channel, which focuses on tutorials and different kinds of fiber arts making project kind of stuff, I think that is the original channel, and this is like a spin-off channel that's more recent. So there's only 5 videos currently. Emma is talking about making a video about Ravelry and the whole Ravelry issue a couple of years back where they made a site update that actually caused like physical issues for people, a lot of accessibility issues, but additionally, like people couldn't look at the site because it would give them massive headaches and migraines. In some cases, people experienced seizures because of the website, and it was a whole thing, and their response to it was awful. It was terrible. And the whole reason I even found Emma, sorry, I totally switched topics. But Emma is talking about making a video about Ravelry and that whole situation. So I'm curious to see, or not curious, but I'm anxious to see Emma's take on that and like the deep dive on exactly everything that happened. I know some of it because I was there for some of it, but I need the deep dive. Okay, so the whole reason that Emma popped up on my YouTube homepage was because Emma did a video on Stephen West's recent reaction. I guess reaction is the right word. So for those who don't know, and I don't know how many of you are knitters or in like in the know on Stephen West and his annual mystery knit along. He always does a mystery knit along in October. He's a very sort of avant-garde kind of knitter. He does these wild patterns, giant shawls, really like wacky, interesting color combinations and stuff. He's a fantabulous person, and a very interesting designer. And he does the mystery knit along every year. Well, he started his mystery knit along at the beginning of October this year, and it was a square design with a geometrical pattern inside. And after he posted it, about halfway through the week, he apparently got feedback that some folks believed or felt or saw. Some folks saw in the pattern what looked to them like a swastika, obviously a hate symbol. And he was very upset about that because that was not his intention. And in my opinion, in Emma's opinion as well, Stephen really handled the whole situation in about the best way a human being can, because he took that feedback. He said, "Oh my gosh, that's awful. That is not what I meant. Let me fix it." He apologized for the impact. He stated that his intention was not that, but that he understood that the impact was bigger than the intention. And that's the key there, folks. This is what a lot of people don't understand. When they do something wrong, they go, "Well, that wasn't my intention." It's like, well, that's fine. We understand. You're not a malicious person. You're not necessarily out here trying to do awful things. But the intention is not greater than the impact. If something you did hurt people, you don't then get to tell them, "Well, you're not hurt because I didn't intend to hurt you." That's not how any of this works, right? So Stephen said, "Wow, that wasn't my intention, but I see how awful this is. I see how hurtful this could be, and so I'm going to change the design." And at first he didn't I think he pretty quickly took down the original from the Ravelry page where the original design was downloadable. He changed the design, created a new Clue 1, sort of like took out the original stuff and put the new stuff up to say, okay, we're completely changing direction. We're not gonna do this. I think at first he was gonna kind of leave some things so that if people had already started, they could make their own decision. They're adults, they can make their own decision. And then ultimately, after more feedback, more self-reflection, he decided, no, I don't want to be associated with anything that could be viewed as a hate symbol, because I understand the impact it has had or could have to people. So because of the potential impact, I'm going to remove all of the everything. So he at some point, and this all happened in the space of less than a week, he took down the original pattern from Ravelry where the folks had purchased it, who have purchased the pattern, could have downloaded it. You can no longer download the original. And he also took down the video where he was providing instructions on the original pattern. He left it up longer, a little bit longer than the pattern, because he wanted folks who had already started to be able to continue on with their modifications and things like that. But then he thought better of it and was like, no, I'm gonna remove it completely. Because he was thinking about the future. He was thinking about, well, in a couple of years, if somebody looks at this and sees this, he didn't want that future potential impact. So he took it all down, completely, changed the direction of that original Clue. and you know, made a couple of videos explaining why he had made the decisions that he made, and basically saying, you know, I know some of you don't see it. I know some of you feel like this is an overreaction, but and he told the story of one particular message that he'd gotten that really, really hit home for him. And he's like, I see the impact and I don't want that to be out there, you know? So he's like, I don't care if you see it. The point is that some people see it, some people are harmed by it, and I'm not gonna allow that to happen. And that's exactly how this kind of situation should be handled. Like, I made a mistake. It was completely unintentional, but I understand that the impact of my mistake is harmful. Like, I have harmed people with this, and so I'm going to do what I can to reduce that harm and prevent future harm. That's what it's about. It's about trying the best you can to fix the harm you've caused and prevent additional harm. That's all you can do. I'm getting very emotional because I'm remembering his video and him getting emotional. So, but see, I have so much respect for him. I have so much respect for him because, I mean, even his first response was very, to me, was a very appropriate response. And then his continued, you know, explanation of, now that I've gotten more feedback, but I've also done self-reflection. I've also thought about it. I've thought about how this, because it's not about how people are thinking of me. It's about how my actions are affecting others. And that's so important. It's so important because so many folks on social media, content creators, influencers, whoever, they'll react in a way that is informed by how people think about them, like people's opinions of them, rather than like how their actions are impacting people in a real way, if that makes any sense. And so to see somebody being very human, addressing, and inadvertent as it was, addressing a mistake, and trying to rectify it in the best way possible. I mean, a fantastic example of how to be a good human. So, anyway, if you're interested in any of that and you haven't been part of it, you can check out Wes Knits on Instagram, not Instagram, well, yeah, Instagram too, but on YouTube. And look at his videos, see his explanations of what's been going on. You can also watch Emma in the Moment on YouTube and see their video about the whole thing, which is a really great summation of what happened, how Stephen reacted, what the public opinion has been on all sides. So it's a great summation. If I think about it, I'll link it here, but just really good content. So that's how I found out about Emma. And how I've already been talking for almost 20 minutes. Oh my gosh. I don't have time to be talking like this. Ow, this cup is heavy. So maybe I'll talk about Swoop another time. So Heike turned me on to another YouTuber, whose channel is Swoop, which I thought was kind of goofy and hilarious, but honestly, Swoop's pretty awesome. So I'll talk about Swoop in another time because we need to open some presents so I can move on with my day. Who would I be if I didn't sit here and just like ramble, right? Especially in a semi-emotional way. Y'all know how I do. Okay, so let's get into it. Asylum Fibers, we get to open 2 of these. This one's almost done. This is making me sad. Okay, so we're kind of in the peachy yellow there. Ooh, look at that one. Ooh. Wow. This is like a phoenix kind of color. Look at that. Yellow and orange and red. Ooh. I like that one a lot. That one's really cool. Super, super cool. So that's yesterday's. I love a highly variegated. Okay, let's see what today is. I can't believe it's the 20th already. Holy crap, y'all. How is October this close to being over? Ooh, look at that. Red. This is supposed to be after the smoke. So how are we? Feels like we're getting into the fire now After the smoke, there's fire. Is that what it is? You know, I really wish that Stephanie would send a little card with your box that tells you everything the original listing told you about the theme, because if I read the listing, I don't remember it now. So I don't know what the inspiration is, and I get confused. And Jazz laughs at me all the time because I don't read the descriptions. And I pointed out that I probably read the descriptions more than they think I do, but I forget. So I need to be reminded. Look at that, though. Look at that. That's like super flamey. I like it. So maybe this is like the progression of a flame. So like if we're talking about a forest or something. So we've got the green lush forest, and then the smoke starts, and we hit the smoke here, and we're kind of like smoky skies or something, and then we're getting ready to get into the flames, like red sky at dawn, and now now the flame has started. I don't know. What do y'all think? They're gorgeous regardless. It's funny though, it's almost like it's a couple different fades, I think. I mean, I love all of this from last week and this week. Not that I don't love these, but like these are my vibe down here, like this bright, in your face, saturated colors. These are gorgeous as well, but I don't know. They're like not, I don't know. I don't understand. I need more information. Okay, let's get into Clue. So, 19. I think the 21st is our next answer package, theoretically, if I'm understanding how this works. So let's see what 19 is. Ooh. Oh, look at that. Look at that. Is this going to be a character, or is this going to be, what do we think? This could be Colonel Mustard, maybe. I don't think it's could be the rope, maybe. We have the conservatory and the lounge left. So, let's see. This is, oh, they all did it, ending number 3. Okay. It is none of the above. It is a secret third answer. And we have 20. This is going to be another stitch marker because it's a little bitty. It's super thin. It's thin. So this is going to be a weapon, because all of these have been weapons. Excuse me. So let's see what we got. This is this the lead pipe? I think that's the lead pipe. I always show it to you backwards. Okay. There we go. Lead pipe. And dun 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 dun, lead pipe. Okay, let's just mark this off. So we still have the dagger and the rope. And I'm gonna clip this onto the skein so I don't lose it. So I don't want to lose any of the cool stitch markers. And there we go, the 19th and the 20th. I like how the stitch marker corresponds to the yarn. That's pretty cool. Okay, give me just one second. My nose is running. I will be right back. Okay, let's get into the Asphalt now. So this is from A Whimsical Wood Yarn Co. And this is day 2. Oh, look at that. Look at it. Look at it. Ooh, I like it. Okay, so number 2. Wicked ass. Oh, wow. I was not expecting that. Look at that. Oh my gosh. I like it so much. Holy shiznit, y'all. Look at that. Oh, I like it. I like it so much. I'm so happy that I bought this. I'm loving this so much. These colors, a whimsical wood, the colors, they did a whole, I don't know if you can still buy it. I need to check actually. They did this whole collection of like boozy drink themed yarns, and the colors, y'all. Oh my God, the colors were so good. I wanted to get a full skein of everything, but I was poor at the time. I didn't have the money at the time. I need to see if that's something I can still order because oh my gosh, they were so good. They were so good. You should totally check out A Whimsical Wood on Instagram because you'll be able to see all of those fantastic colors. But look at it. Look at it. Oh my gosh. Okay. Love it. Love it. Love it. Love it. Okay. So that is yesterday's. Pardon. And here is the third day. Interesting. What is this? Dead man's ass. Oh, this looks like calico corn. Look at this. It looks like that really dark calico corn. Dead man's ass. Oh my gosh. That's so fun. So fun. And yeah, as you may have guessed, they name everything after it's some kind. Everything is some kind of ass. So yeah, there we have the two. We have the two colors for A Whimsical Wood. I think it's funny that their name is so cutesy and sweet, and then everything is called ass. It's super fun. Okay, well, that's it for today. That's well more than enough for today, I think. I definitely made up for not being able to do a video yesterday. I'll probably be pre-filming the next couple of days. It's a busy weekend, y'all. It's a busy weekend. Like, everybody decided to do everything this weekend. We have 2 parties we're supposed to go to tomorrow. I have brunch with some friends on Sunday. Next weekend is also busy. So yeah, the next couple of weeks. It's going to be great. It's going to be great. It's going to be awesome, but it's just a lot, especially when I feel like what I need to do is hide under a rock. But it's going to be fantastic. It's going to be awesome. So anyway, I'm going to pre-film so you'll still have videos, and I will see you again soon. I hope y'all are having the best day that's available to you, and yeah, bye. Hello, crafty friends. Happy Saturday. It's Vlogtober 21, day 21, October 21st, and we're here to open some tiny presents. This one's probably going to be a quick one, but we're still here. We're still here for the tiny presents. So let's see where Asylum Fibers is taking us today. By the way, I hope you're all having the best Saturday that's available to you. Got lots of plans for this weekend, so oh my gosh, look at that. Look at it. Oh my gosh. Oh, look, 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 look. It's red and it's purple. Look at the speckles. It's so pretty. It's so pretty. I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it. It's so good. I wasn't sure, but the farther I go, the more I love it. It's so good. It's so, so good. I love these. They're so awesome. They're so awesome. Okay, so that's today's Asylum Fiber. We got day 21. I think this is an answer clue. So I think we had the what and the where. Yeah, so now we're possibly getting the who. Okay, that's Colonel Mustard. That has to be Colonel Mustard. I mean, that is definitely a mustard color. No, it's Mr. Green. What? 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 Mr. Green? Are you kidding me? That is obviously mustard. It is obviously mustard, but it is Mr. Green. Okay. So is that really, is that whodunit? Is it Mr. Green with the wrench in the library? Is that the answer? I feel like that can't possibly be the answer because then we'd be done. Then we'd be done. So anyway, Mr. Green is today's. And then now we'll do our ass vent number 4. Trying to remember oh wow, that is black. that is real black. That's just solid black. Look at that. Black cat's ass. I have to say, since I have two black cats, this is not the color of their ass. I mean, not their actual ass. Um, this one is somewhat less exciting because it's just solid black. Yeah, so okay, so that one is less impressive. I mean, I'm not even really seeing any kind of variegation. It's not like it's got like a super dark blue or purple or anything in there. It's just black. It's black as black as black. Um, it's black hole. Black cat's asshole. Okay. Well, that's what we have for today. I hope you're having the best Saturday that is available to you. I'll see you again real soon. Bye.